Hi everyone, Harrison here from LED Torch Shop. Today, here with the Lumentop GT3. Maximum of 27,000 lumens, really excellent searchlight and floodlight. But before I get into the torch and sort of the specs, we'll jump into what you get and then we can dive straight into it.
Da-da-da-da.
Firstly, obviously you get your Lumentop GT3. Now it's a bit of a handful, quite a large torch. Sort of going to be larger than a Coke can in sort of height-wise, but overall not as sort of bulky. Does come with 4 21700 batteries included. Simply unscrew the back to get to those. And then you've got your battery compartment there, which is really nice to see that this is not a fully integrated battery system. I really like the way that you can take batteries out of torches these days, because they definitely don't last as long as the torch themselves. So it is nice to know that they're interchangeable with regular 21700 unprotected cells. Just jump into what else you get in the pack. So it comes in a nice packaging like this from Lumentop. And that's pretty much, you just get your torch, but you also get a couple other things like your lanyard. You also get your user manual, and as always, read that thing, because like all Lumentop torches, there is a lot to unpack, so definitely read that manual. You also get a couple spare O-rings, and included in that, you also get sort of another tripod adapter link, I suppose, because it is a tripod mount on the back of this torch, where you can screw this little sort of eyelet. So let's focus that in. Little eyelet there. Screw that into the top of the torch. And then if you wish, you can sort of have a shoulder strap. Not included, so you could probably make your own one up or find one around, but it is nice to know that they sort of have that option available if you wish to go that way, because it is a large torch, and having a shoulder strap on here would probably make it one of the more compact, bright shoulder torches out there. They also include quite a large charger as well. So you get included 65 watt USB-C charger. That's also got a regular USB output on it. All Lumentop branded. Really cool to see. They've gone with the GaN technology, so it is super compact for a 65 watt charger. And you also get a USB-C to USB-C cable, which looks about 2 meters. It's quite long. So again, another really sort of, don't think that it's a massive advantage, but yeah, little things like this just really help to know that you're going to get a great torch with great sort of service as well. Going back to the manual though, like I said, there's a lot to unpack with this torch, functionality wise, switches, just like all of the Lumentop torches. So definitely worth a read of that manual. Get yourself familiar with your light before you use it. And I dare say you will have no dramas with it whatsoever. Jumping straight into sort of the light features, first sort of impressions. They've gone with a really nice sort of blue bezel on here. Really great looking light. Now that is running off 3 XHP Cree 70.2 Gen 2 chips. Now they obviously output a massive amount of light. I've seen them in a lot of torches. They're quite a floody LED. Pair that with an orange peel reflector, which this does have, and you're going to get a really nice, even light. So making this a really good floodlight. Like I said, maximum of 27,000 lumens. Little thing that they've sort of added to the back here. So the back tail cap is in 2 stages. This part here unscrews to get to the battery compartment like I showed you previously. Simple as that. Take that away. You've got your sort of 4 batteries there. Screw that back up though with the 2 pins lining up. You can unscrew the very back of it, of the tail cap, and this has a couple cool features. Just take the back tail cap off, and you've got sort of looks like a blank screen. It's got a USB-C input and an USB-A output, so it is a power bank as well for sort of emergencies and things like that, but it does have a button on here. So once you press that button, it gives you your battery percentage readout. So really quick to see how much life you've got left in your torch. And also, alternatively, if you are either charging or discharging through this, either power bank function or recharging the light, it will show you exactly what's coming in, voltage and ampage, and what percentage you're at of either discharging or recharging. So heaps of use case scenarios with that back LED screen to make it really transferable to see where you're at with your light, and to see sort of how quickly you're draining it down, and sort of if you're going to use it for longer, you can really conserve that battery with knowing exactly what your outputs are. Overall torch design though, yeah, I'm really liking it. Nice bulky sort of lanyard ring there, I suppose. Nice sort of knurling around the handle. Some good heat sink here. It will get quite warm just being quite a large, powerful light, but I sort of had it out quite a cool night, I suppose, and didn't notice it too much at all. So overall design, really, really liking it. It's quite a bulky torch. I've got some big hands, I can't get my hand around it. But I mean, still a very comfortable light to sort of carry around. Really good, even floodlight with this thing. Yeah, can't emphasize that enough. I really do like the XHP70 chip from Cree, especially married with a nice sort of semi-deep orange peel reflector, which this one has. It just seems to give it really nice whitewash. Get sort of a little bit of a hot spot, but the spread on it is just phenomenal. So this is IPX68 rated, waterproof, dustproof rating. It is just over 600 grams without batteries. So I'm saying it's going to push just around that kilo mark with the batteries included. You're looking at about 15 centimeters high, about 70 mils, 7 centimeters wide at the front here, the head, about 6 centimeters at the back. So like I mentioned before, it is quite a bulky torch, but at around that kilo, it isn't too uncomfortable to carry around for longer periods of time. So it does have that smart e-switch. So what happens is it comes on at a moonlight mode, and then it smooth ramps all the way up to a high mode. So infinite possibilities to stop at any output in between that moonlight and high mode, which the high one is around 4,000 lumens. So you can pretty much stop from 1 lumen to 4,000 lumens, anywhere between there. Once you get to that high mode, it's a quick double tap to get to high 2, and then it's a quick double tap to get to turbo. So I'll run through the outputs and run times in a bit, but that's pretty much that e-switch smooth ramp, which is a really nice feature to know. You can get pretty much infinite possibilities in between that, like 1 lumen and 4,000 lumens. Now it does support, although it comes with a 65 watt charger, it does support 100 watts charging. So really, really quick 100 watt 5 amp charging. It's just going to charge up in probably about half an hour. So really quick charging. This is awesome technology that they're sort of implementing now. You no longer have to wait sort of a full day for your torch to recharge. You could use this thing at night, go in, grab yourself a cuppa, chuck it on charge, and before you know it, you got pretty much going to be able to go for the rest of the night. But enough about the torch, we'll jump into outputs and runtimes. So like I mentioned before, it comes on in that moonlight mode, and then which is about that 6 lumen mark, and then it's a smooth ramp all the way up to high 1. So that's 4,000 lumens. At that 4,000 lumens high 1, you're going to get about close to 3 hours runtime, 2 hours and 50 minutes. But you can stop anywhere between that moonlight and high 1, and that's really functional. I mean, you can stop at 1,000, 2,000, just sort of any light that sort of seems like it's going to do the job. You can just take your finger off that switch and it'll just hold that as well. Then all you have to do is a quick double tap to get you to high 2. Now high 2 is running at 9,000 lumens. Now that's going to be able to hold that for about 40 seconds, and then it's going to drop down probably to that high 1 for another 2.5 hours or so. 9,000 lumens, more than enough output to sort of see a very far distance and light up a large patch. From there, another quick double tap will get you to turbo function, which is that 27,000 lumens, that huge output. And you're going to get that huge output burst for about 40 seconds, and then it's going to drop back down for another 2.5 hours or so. So not a crazy amount of run times on those high outputs, but I didn't find that too much of a drama at all. It's a great light around that 4,000, 2,000 lumen mark, walking around, shining out a long distance. Then you can just pretty much ramp it straight up to those high and turbo modes, no problem at all. And it does have sort of a strobe beacon function as well, and that's running about 9,000 lumens. just check the manual on how to get into those sort of modes. They're not difficult, but once you get to know your light, it'll become second nature as well. But outputs and runtimes for this thing is actually really good. Running on those 421-700s and that quick charge, I mean, you're going to have loads of runtime and heaps of output. So overall, I mean, the Lumitop GT3, really great light. Bulky in the hand, but if you wanted to carry a shoulder strap, it's got all that functionality in it. Quick recharge, which is a game changer, really. I mean, hopefully a lot more torches come out with this really, really quick high ampage charge. To know you can take those batteries out, replace them down the track when they sort of become not as efficient, another great plus for this torch. So you're going to get years and years and years of runtime and use out of this torch. So yeah, GT3, excellent floodlight. You're going to get heaps of use out of this thing with the ability to change those batteries. But I'll drop a link to the GT3 from Lumitop. You can check out the whole Lumitop range. There's some really interesting and excellent lights in there. Build quality is fantastic. The warranty is fantastic. So didn't touch on that too much, but go check them out because they're definitely worth a look. Please feel free to like, subscribe to the channel. We've got new content coming out all the time. There's new torches arriving all the time. Going to do my best to get those out to you as soon as I can. But thanks for watching this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.